This is called harakiri and utter stupidity. It is like the hand that feeds you, you want to cut it. These people who are the workers, they are not workers in Bangladesh. They are the basically the investors. They own the factories. They are providing all kind of materials for Bangladesh textile mills.
Bangladesh Prime Minister Khaleda Zia died in the morning today. Your thoughts regarding that and what kind of implication it can have on the elections and the future of BNP? Your thoughts, sir.
Well, at the outset, I would like to convey our condolences to the people of Bangladesh, her family, as well as the BNP party. This is an era which is over now. As we call it, the Battle of Begums is over. One of them is here in India in exile, and the other one has unfortunately passed away. She has not been keeping well, and it was really a matter of time. But this means that you will have an era of new leadership in Bangladesh, and which will be mostly male dominated. And this Tariq Rahman has already come saying that on the advice of doctors that she was in a critical situation. So he's acting chairman, now he'll take over as chairman. And this will also provide certain sympathy in the Bangladeshi people about the BNP. Currently, of course, the situation is very complicated in Bangladesh because if the elections are held as planned, and hopefully they will be, we are looking at a very, very difficult scenario. A major political party of Sheikh Hasina Awami League has been banned. So many of those people might be contesting, if they're allowed to, as independents. You have the Jamaat-e-Islami, which is, according to various polls that have been recently come out, has roughly about 35, 36%, which is perhaps the highest for them. And so they have been the kingmakers mostly, worked with BNP, but this time they are trying to work with the, I would say, the young youth parties, new parties, Citizenship Party or something like that, Bangladesh Citizen Party. So I think that this situation is going to be very difficult because the new younger generation of people there, especially the youth leaders, don't want the old parties to continue. But they don't have the kind of a structure that is needed to provide an alternative. We have seen what happened in the last 1 year in Bangladesh. And of course, we'll also have to see what kind of gimmick or a role the current leader plays, who's definitely has the ambition to continue in some kind of a role, whether as a president later or some kind of a thing. So we'll have to see how it all plays out. But the situation is in a flux, and whatever happens, relationship with India will remain testy.
So one more development which has happened is that the Osman Hadi student group has issued an ultimatum to Yunus government, and they said that cancel work permits for Indians. Uh, your thoughts regarding this, sir?
This is called harakiri and utter stupidity. I mean, it is like the hand that feeds you, you want to cut it. These people who are the workers, they are not workers in Bangladesh. They are the basically the investors. They own the factories. They are providing all kind of materials for Bangladesh textile mills, and which has been the major mainstay for their own this thing. So if the government succumbs to this kind of a thing, they are not looking to gain anything. They are going to lose tremendously. As such, the economy is in a very bad shape. And if the Indians pull out of there completely, you can imagine what will happen.
The last question, sir, regarding we have seen the series of sermons from both the sides. They have been summoned. The Bangladeshi High Commission has been summoned. The Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh was also summoned. Latest developments is that the Bangladesh envoy to India has reached Dhaka on the urgent summons, and these are the reports in view of the recent developments in the bilateral ties with India. Sir Riaz Hamidullah was called to Dhaka on the urgent basis. What's your analysis? What could be the reason?
Well, I think that these are normal diplomatic démarches made to call the high commissioners and to protest against whatever is happening, and they convey the concerns back to their headquarters. Calling the high commissioners or ambassadors back for consultations or permanently. I mean, this is basically exactly how do they read. Of course, they keep sending the cables and all that, but going there also, like you are asking a question, that same kind of a question arises in the mind of the people. Unless he is expelled or he is called back by his government, I don't think that one should read much. These are normal protocols and the normal ways that the host governments work, and the sending government calls back for consultations. Now, of course, they would be conveying a certain message to India, but they'll have to deal with their own situation first, which is what is causing the main problem. So instead of looking inwards, they're only trying to accuse the to India for everything. India has become, unfortunately, a punching bag for all our neighbors, but mostly for Bangladesh.